everybody, and welcome back to an update for RSW, Southwest Florida International Airport here in Fort Myers. It has been a while since we've been here, and that's been because Eurowings Discover did not fly here in November, and well, they're kind of trolling me here as their first two flights here in December as they've resumed service have been canceled, including today's update. So I don't really care anymore. I'm just gonna do the update, and Eurowings Discover can deal with it. So I guess in the words of Lizzo, it's about damn time that we're back here. So we'll start in the D concourse. We'll end with the Eurowings Discover A330, but we will begin here in the D concourse at Delta 4. We have the Spirit A320. This is in the Bay Fare livery. Filling in for an A320 Neo. This one came in from Indianapolis, and it'll be heading it back out there. So quite interesting route right there. Back behind that one, we have the JetBlue A320 in the For Good livery. Filling in for an E190. I want to use my newer model of an older aircraft, or an older model of the what is it? The Mosaic Tail, a new one, the new JetBlue, but it's an older model. But due to the fact that the E190 has winglets that are shaped similar to the sharklets, that's why I'm using this A320 here. So this one came in from Boston Logan, and it will be on the turn. We'll be heading back out there. And moving on here, we have this Spirit A319 in the old livery here, the rainbow livery, which came in from Atlantic City and is on the turn. This one is just taxiing out. So yeah, kind of the thing with RSW, it's a pretty big airport, but it has a lot of turns. There's no real hub airline here, so it's kind of excited to be like that. So I expect there to be a lot of turns here on all these flights, unfortunately, which makes it a little bit less interesting, but still a very busy time here at RSW. And here is the Avelo 77800. Yes, there's more than one use for this. It is here at RSW. It came in from New Haven, and it will be heading back out there. Of course, Kalamazoo also has a route with Avelo that here that I think it's starting. I don't remember when it started. I think it's already begun, but yeah, I have not done an update of it yet, so maybe that should be next on my priority list. But yeah, it's serving New Haven here pretty much daily. Maybe not every day, but almost every day here from RSW, which is pretty cool to see. So this is that flight to New Haven. Really cool. And then right here we have the American Airlines A319 with sharklets, although the actual aircraft had just the regular Penn tip winglets. This one came in from Washington, D.C.A., Ronald Reagan, Washington National, all those names apply, and also on the turn, we'll be heading back out. Okay, now we move into the Delta lineup, beginning here with this A321, which came in from Detroit. We'll be heading back out there. I guess they're all turns, so we'll just say the destination for the turn. In the middle here, we have the 757 breast cancer awareness, came in from Atlanta, heading back out there. And then behind that one, another 739, which came in from Minneapolis, St. Paul on the turn. And then finally in the back, the Cincinnati turn. Kind of interesting that we have Cincinnati here. Would not expect them to operate pretty much, I think it's daily nonstop flights here at RSW, but they have the demand, and Delta serves that. So really nice to see you right there for Delta on the Cincinnati service. And it's United, for whatever reason, does not like to do turns here, so yeah, this is going to be an unorthodox lineup here for RSW standards, beginning all the way in the back there with United 737-800. Well, not unorthodox for United, but unorthodox for the standard here for other airlines. Starting in the back with United 737-800 in the Continental Globe livery, which came in from Cleveland, which is kind of an unorthodox route, but I guess like Cincinnati, it is a focus city for United Airlines, so this will come in from there. We'll be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. In the middle, we have the A319 filling in for a 320, which came in on the service from Newark, and it'll be heading out to Denver. And then finally here on the Star Alliance livery, this one, 737-800, came from Denver, and it will be heading out as well to Chicago O'Hare. So kind of interesting that they have two O'Hare flights right there. All right, now into the southwest gates and the B concourse here, beginning the very top left, we have the Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Missouri 1 livery, which is currently taxiing out for Chicago Midway and earlier arrived in from Providence. Pulling into its gate here, we have the 737-700 in the Heart livery with split scimitar winglets, which is coming in from Chicago Midway, just pulling into its gate. And then we have the Freedom 1 livery, 737-800, came in from Orlando MCO. We'll be heading out to Indianapolis. And behind that one, we have the 737-800, 737-800. There's also a MAX 8 on the flight schedule, and it was kind of messing with me. And this one came in from Baltimore, and we'll be heading out to Denver. Then here is the Alaska Airlines 737-900, filling in for an 800, which was actually used on this flight. This one came in from Seattle, Tacoma, and once again, another turnaround here, so we'll be heading back out there. Right here we have the Air Canada A220-300, which came in on a service from Montreal, which is a very pretty interesting service here, one of the winter seasonals, I think. So came in from Montreal on the A220, and we'll be heading back out there. It's interesting because this Toronto flight is on an Air Canada Rouge on their A319, 320, and A321s. They just kind of rotate them out. But this one is consistently on an A220-300 with mainline Air Canada, so it's a little bit interesting right there. But glad to see it right here. This one is also taxiing out to the runway. And finally here, we have the wide body in the building. Well, not in the building, but I guess it is in my building. In the airport update, finally. It's been a while since I've tried to get this one in, and of course they didn't fly here in November because for some reason they just don't fly to Fort Myers in November. But we have the Eurowings Discover A330-200 by NG Models. So Eurowings is kind of making me mad. Pissing me off is probably a better way to put it, because they've canceled their first 2 flights here in December, so I don't know what the passengers on their flights are doing. They're probably going on Lufthansa flights with connections, if I had to guess, because they're partnered with Lufthansa, or I should say Lufthansa basically started Eurowings. But anyways, it's a bit disappointing to see that, and also they both went A330-300s and not the 200s, which is what this is. The only 2 Eurowings Discover models that have been made are the 330-200 for JC Wings and NG. This is the NG version. So yeah, this one kind of hypothetical, fictional flight right here, as did not actually happen in real life. Well, I hope to eventually get this in a realistic connotation, but and Eurowings has been scheduling at least their one A330-300 on here. Like, why can't you just use the 200? But I guess it's out of my control. So this came in from Frankfurt, and we'll be heading back out there. So yeah, that'll do it for this airport update. I'm glad to finally get this in here, but I'm disappointed it's not in a better connotation. We'll definitely wait to do a more realistic version of this airport, so stay tuned in the future. I will plan to bring that. So yeah, that'll conclude this airport update. Thank you all for checking it out, and stay tuned for more. I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.